Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitesh Gala. Welcome to Rough Book, a learning companion.
Hi, we're beginning with trigonometrical identities exercise 21A, the third part and the last part. So I broke this entire exercise into three parts because it is a very crucial and important exercise. Before we get into the exercise, a quick recap. Let's see how much do you remember. Come on, everyone with me. Sine theta equals to. Very good, 1 upon cosec. Come on, keep going. Cot 1 upon sec. Tan sine upon cos, excellent. Cot cos upon sine. Sec 1 upon cos. I made a mistake here, no? This should be cos, not cot. And finally cosec 1 upon sine. So shall we remember all these six ratios very well? Yeah. And then some square ratios. So sine square plus cos square equals to 1. Sec 1 plus tan. Cosec 1 plus cot. Square ratios are all your trumps. So if you know them well, then trigonometry is going to be very, very simple. So let's hit it straight away. By now you must have become pros. Sum number 38. Take your LHS, convert everything into sine cos. Automatically you will get some clue and you will reach to the answer as 2. Let's try it. Come on, pause the video. Even if you don't get the entire sum, do whatever parts you can. You will at least fetch 1 or 2 marks and you will gain some confidence. So 1 plus cot. Cot is cos upon sine. Minus cosec. Cosec is 1 upon sine. So by now at least this much should be by heart to us. Tan is sine upon cos and sec is 1 upon cos. So I have converted everything into sine cos, taking the LCM. So this will be multiplied with sine A plus cos A minus 1 upon sine A in one bracket. Likewise here LCM, so I will get cos A plus sine A plus 1 upon cos A. So I have got two parts now. What to do further? Here there is sine A, here there is cos A, and multiplication. So no LCM anymore, directly multiply. Okay. But now when you multiply, you need to be little smart. Take this part as A and this one as B. Likewise this as A and this as B. So what do you notice? A minus B, A plus B. So what will be the formula? Yes, that's correct. So it's going to be A square minus B square. So A square sine A plus cos A the whole square minus B square upon sine A into cos A. How many could gauge this on their own? If you did it, brilliant. Further, open this with the formula. So I will get A square plus B square plus 2AB minus 1 from here upon sine A into cos A. Now what happens? A square, B square, sine square, cos square. You know the identity for square? Perfect. Sine square plus cos square is 1. At least pause now and try on your own, cheaters. So 1 plus 2 sine A into cos A minus 1 upon sine A into cos A. So gets cancelled. I will get 2 times sine A into cos A upon sine A into cos A. So now what happens? This gets cancelled and what is left is only 2. Magic. And therefore I can say LHS equals to RHS. That's great. Good job those who managed to get this on their own. And if you got it, the next question is ready for you. Sum number 40. Come on, hit it. 40 is slightly different. So you will need my help maybe in the start just to understand how to go about it. Now there is a root over here in the LHS. In the RHS there is no root. So you need to get rid of the root. To get rid of the root, you have to rationalize either the numerator or denominator. So look on your RHS, that will tell you whether numerator or denominator. So I can clearly see over here no denominator. So let's rationalize the denominator. How to rationalize? So take the opposite sign, 1 minus cos A, and everything under the root. Come on, now pick it up from here. I am 100% confident that most of you all will get this on your own. So 1 minus cos A the whole square upon 1 minus cos square and everything under the root. There you go. What to do now? So 1 minus cos A I am keeping as it is, the whole square. 1 minus cos square, sine square, super. I forgot to mention reason in the previous question. Wherever you use the square ratios, please don't forget in the exam, otherwise you will lose 1 mark. So write the reason. Now root and square can get cancelled, so root of this will be 1 minus cos A and root of sine square also will be only sine A, correct? Reverse LCM, you remember I taught you in the last video. So 1 upon sine A minus cos A upon sine A. What is 1 upon sine A? Cosec, super. And what is cos upon sine? Cot. There you go, magic. And therefore you can say LHS is equal to RHS. How many finding this very simple, very logical? How many enjoying it? Brilliant. If you're enjoying it, I'm very happy for you. The next one, 42. Exactly same type, but little twist in the question. So let's copy the LHS. Obviously you're beginning from there. So 1 minus sine A, 1 plus sine A under the root. Now, will you rationalize the numerator or the denominator? Look at the RHS, that will tell you. You need 1 plus sine A. So if you rationalize this, gone. So you have to rationalize the numerator this time, and therefore 1 plus sine A. That's how you will come to know which one to rationalize. So keep your eye always on the right hand side. So now we know this. So let's take this forward. 1 minus A plus B, A minus B. So A square minus B square. And 1 plus sine A the whole square under the root. What is 1 minus sine square? Cos square. Come on, take it forward. It's very simple. Pause. You will get it. So cos square 1 plus sine the whole square. Getting rid of the root with the square, so I'll get cos A upon 1 plus sine A. Is that what was needed? See, I told you trigonometry is very simple if you know your basics well. But if you're still struggling with the basics, then it's going to be tough. These type of questions very important because maximum teachers bank on these questions in their prelims and in the school exams. So please see to it you do them well. Okay. Next, 44. 44 again is a very interesting question. I will not say difficult one. So you start with LHS, take the LCM, and you will get some clue for sure. Try on your own. At every step, just use logic and keep your eye on the right hand side. Automatically you will come to know how to derive it. So I'm taking the LCM straight away. So sin A minus cos A plus sin A plus cos A upon A plus B, A minus B will be A square minus B square, correct? Minus plus gets cancelled, so I will get 2 sin A upon sine square minus cos square. Now my eye is on the right hand side. Did I manage to get the numerator? Yes, I did. What about the denominator? I have cos, but I don't need sine. So can I get rid of the sine? How? Square ratios. So what will sine become? 1 minus cos square minus cos square. Let's write the reason. Sine square plus cos square equals to 1. By chance, if I happen to forget to write the reason, it's okay. My marks are not going to get deducted. But if you forget, gaya, marks gaya. So better write it upon 1 minus, both same, so 2 cos square. And there you go. It matched. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Is it going very smooth now for everyone? Great job. Thanks for focusing. That's why you're getting it so easily. 45. Come on, pause the video and see what you can do. This is given and you got to reach here. So again start with LHS. Take the LCM first and then go about it. Automatically some logic will click to you and you will get it. Don't worry. So LCM sin A plus cos A the whole square, because I am crossing this with this and now this with this. So sin A minus cos A the whole square upon A plus B, A minus B will give me A square minus B square. Formula A plus B whole square will become A square plus B square plus 2 times AB. Likewise here also A square plus B square minus 2 times AB upon sine square minus cos square. So if I look at the denominator here, I need sine, but do I need cos? No. So let's get rid of the cos. How to get rid? Square ratios. So cos is 1 minus 2, 1 minus sine square. Write the reason. I don't have place, so I'm not writing it, but I have not forgotten it. Okay. Now the numerator. Can you see plus 2 minus 2? So I can straight away cancel this. Sine square plus cos square 1. Again sine square plus cos square 1 upon sine square A minus 1 and minus minus plus. Don't forget to change the sign. I'm writing the reason here. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So 1 plus 1 2. Sine square, so 2 sine square minus 1. There you go. And therefore your LHS is equal to your RHS. How many managing to get this? If you're getting it on your own, I am damn impressed. Please tell me that you're getting it on your own. Someone yesterday commented on YouTube channel that my logical thinking is growing. One child, she said that, sir, I am able to race with you. I am very happy to listen to such comments. So please write, I should come to know what is happening on your end. Purva is one who wrote from standard 9 about that. Okay, let's go about it. LHS again. You've been given this. Alright. So you're going to start with LCM. So take cross multiplication. It's slightly tricky and lengthy, not difficult. So try it. So 1 plus sin A into cosec A plus cot A minus 1 minus sin A into cosec A minus cot A. The whole thing upon A plus B, A minus B, so A square minus B square. Yeah? Are we here, everyone? Now you'll have to expand this. So 1 will multiply with both, then sine will multiply with both. So be very careful, make no mistakes, okay? So 1 into cosec is cosec, 1 into cot is cot, sine into cos, sine into cosec as it is, and sine into cot. So that will be plus sin A into cot A. Putting the entire thing in one bracket with this minus sign. Multiply this and put it in bracket. So in the end, this minus sign will give the effect. Otherwise, we'll mess up everything. So 1 into cosec is cosec again. 1 into cot minus, sorry. So minus cot. This minus sign is outside. So don't give the effect right now. 1 into cosec, cosec. 1 into cot, cot. Sine into cos. So minus sine into cosec. And minus minus plus sine into cot. Everything upon cosec minus cot is 1. Yeah, that's your identity. Do you remember? Confused? Okay, look at the identity. Here you go. Cosec minus cot equals to 1. Getting it? Please write the reason. I am avoiding it because I don't have place. Let's open now all the brackets and see if some magic is happening. Cosec plus cot plus sine into cosec. I can write it as 1 upon sine. Correct? Why did I do that? So that I can cancel this. Remember that. Plus sine into cot. Sine into cot, nothing you need to do. Just keep it as it is. Sine into cot. Further this side, minus. So change all the signs. Minus cosec. Minus minus plus cot. Minus minus plus sine A into cosec A. And plus into minus minus sine A into cot A. Yeah. Now here you go, minus plus. So can I cancel this straight away? Yeah. Further, cosec plus and minus, I am cancelling it. Sine A I can cancel. Here for this cosec also, let's write it as 1 upon sine A. So then what happens is I can cancel this part also. Correct? Now be very careful because this has become a big blunder or cluster over here. Cot A is left and cot A is left, correct? Here nothing is left, so this will be called as 1, and here also nothing is left, so this will be called as 1. So 1 plus 1 will become 2, and cot A will become 2 cot A. I can pull 2 common, 1 plus cot A. Is that what we wanted? Absolutely. And therefore we can say this. So only this step is a little bit of cluster. So you'll have to look at this carefully. The most important thing is converting this cosec as 1 upon sine, and here also cosec as 1 upon sine, so it gets cancelled. Everything gets cancelled in the end. Cot A, 2 cot A, 1 plus 1, 2. After cancelling this, people forget this, but this is 1 and this is also 1, which makes it 2. Don't forget that, okay? This is the only one which is slightly tricky. The rest all were very simple. So I hope you manage this one. If you cannot, look at the video again, rewind, and you will get it. Try doing it on your own. Don't copy it. If you've copied it, do it again, okay? Don't be cheaters, otherwise in the exam you will mess up. The next one, 48. This is simple, you will manage. You will not even need my advice at all. Convert everything into sine cos in the LHS and you will reach there. I'm 100% confident. So cos theta into cot. Cot is cos upon sine, and the whole thing divided by 1 plus sine. Further, taking these together, so I'll get cos square upon sine, and this on multiplication will come down, so 1 plus sine. And when you multiply, I'm writing it together basically. Are you with me till here? Great. Now cos square, so some bell in the head. What can I do with the cos square? 1 minus sine square, very good, upon sine theta into 1 plus sine theta. Now what will happen with this? A plus b and a minus b upon sine theta into 1 plus sine theta. Cancels. That is the reason why you got this changed. Yeah. Further, 1 minus sine theta upon sine theta. What to do now? Reverse LCM. Split this. So I'll get 1 upon sine minus sine upon sine. What is 1 upon sine? Cosec. And cancel. So 1, and therefore magic. LHS is equal to RHS. I told you will manage this on your own. It was simple. The last question that we need to try is 46. Put a star besides it. It's a tricky question, and there is a different trick that you can use over here. In the textbook, it's been given a very lengthy method. I'm giving you a very easy method. So please listen. First start with LHS, convert everything into sine cos and reach to some basics and stop there. Don't go ahead. Just convert this to sine cos, take the LCM and stop. So let's do that much. So cot is cos upon sine. Cosec is 1 upon sine minus 1 in 1 bracket. Whole thing divided by, again cos upon sine minus 1 upon sine plus 1 in brackets. Take the LCM here, so I will get cos A minus 1 minus sine A upon sine A. Yeah, LCM, so multiplying each thing by sine A. Likewise, take the LCM here, so cos A minus 1 plus sine A upon sine A. Now, when I multiply this, there will be reciprocal. So on taking the reciprocal, sine A will get cancelled and this will come down. So I'm skipping one step and I'm directly reaching over here upon cos A minus 1 plus sine A. So we reach here. Now from here to reach here is very difficult. So don't even try it. You have to take the conjugate and then multiply and lots of stuff. So I'm giving you a very simple method. Reach till here for LHS and stop. Now what we will try and do is we will prove that this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Therefore both of them are equal. So 1 is equal to 2, 2 is equal to 3. Therefore 1 is equal to 3 is the technique we are going to use. How? So forget about LHS, RHS and now see how do you start. So we say sine square plus cos square is equal to 1, and you can say taking means you are just taking this randomly and you are beginning it. So I will say sine square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. I push this on the other side. So I will say sine square A 1 plus cos A into 1 minus cos A. Why do you think am I doing this? Is there some logic behind it? Yes. See what is the logic now. You will be impressed. I am keeping this 1 plus cos A here only. And I am sending this on the other side. So it goes down. Likewise, I am keeping this 1 sin A over here because there are two sines A, sin square. And I am sending the other sin A down. Can you just tell me why did I do this? Any clue, anybody? There you go, you managed your RHS. So you got 1 plus cos A upon sin A. Now somehow from here, we will reach to this point. How? So you will say let this is equal to this is equal to k. You are getting a constant which is k. Now there is a property called as theorem on equal ratios. According to that property, listen, it's new to you. Theorem on equal ratios. If you vaguely remember it, we'd used it in standard 9, one of the chapters maybe. If you don't remember, no problem. The property says, whatever you do to the numerator, same thing you do to the denominator. That means if you add these two, you add these two. If you subtract these two, you subtract these two. That's what the property is. If you look at these two numerators and you look at this numerator, is there some connect between them? Look at it carefully. Pause the video. These two numerators and this numerator, is there any connectivity? Think. 1 plus cos A minus sin A. Is there any connectivity here? I have made one mistake over here. This is plus over here. So this should be plus, this should be plus. My bad, I am sorry about it. So now can you see the connectivity? 1 plus cos A minus sin A. That means if I take this and subtract this, I will get this. Does the same thing happen in the denominator? This minus this. See, sin A minus 1 and minus minus plus cos A. There you go. This matches with this there. So what you are supposed to do now is, by theorem on equal ratios, we are going to take this and subtract this. So 1 plus cos A minus sin A. So I am taking the next page. 1 plus cos A minus sin A. So I have taken the numerators and subtracted it. Likewise, I am taking this denominators and subtracting it. First this one. So sin A minus 1 plus cos A is equal to k. That is theorem on equal ratios. So whatever you do here, it remains the same after the ratio, and the ratio is still k only. So this minus this is what we have done. This is 1 minus cos A. I'm so sorry. Yeah, 1 minus cos A. Alright. Let's open this now and see some magic happening. So 1 plus cos A minus sin A upon sin A minus 1 plus cos A equals to k. Let's write this in proper order. Cos A plus 1 minus sin A. So cos A plus 1 minus sin A upon cos A minus 1 plus sin A. So cos A minus 1 plus sin A is equal to k. Now see, this part, I will call this as part 2, is equal to k, and I will call this as part 1 is also equal to k. Since both are equal to k, both are equal to each other. That means this part, which is equal to k, 1 plus cos A upon sin A, is equal to this part, which is also equal to k, cos A plus 1 minus sin A upon cos A minus 1 plus sin A is equal to k. And therefore LHS matches with RHS, because this is what your question is, right? Because see, this is equal to this, which we just now proved here, and this is equal to this one. So therefore both are equal to each other. So in the end, if you want, you can say therefore. Copy the entire question once again so that you are safe. Cot plus cosec minus 1, cot plus cosec minus 1 upon cot minus cosec plus 1 is equal to 1 plus cos upon sin. Yeah, so just repeating it on a quick note. First we converted everything to sin cos and reached here. Now we'll try and connect this with this. To connect these two, you start with the identity sine square plus cos square. And our target is here. While I was writing this, my aim was to reach here. So I converted this as 1 plus cos A, 1 minus cos A, and reached here by crossing it. Once I reach here, I called this equal to k. Now it's very simple. Just use theorem on equal ratios and subtract these two. So this minus this minus this. That's what I have done here. And when you do that, automatically you reach here, which is here. You call this also equal to k, and this is also equal to k. So this is equal to this one then, which is equal to k, and therefore this now becomes to the original one, that is this, equals to this one. If you want write further, equal to k. So you are completely safe. I hope you got this one. With the textbook it would have been very difficult, so I have given you an easier method. Enjoy it. Homework, sum number 39, 43, 44, 46, 47 and 48. These are the sums I have repeated. Please do it twice so that you get a good practice on it and trigonometry becomes very simple for you. With this, I have finished with you exercise A. The next video I will do exercise B.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the Rough Book, our learning companion. Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the Rough Book, our learning companion.